You turn off the light. The room is the same room it was 1 second ago. But something just changed. Your eyes strain against the black. Your ears reach into the silence. And for just a moment, you are certain something is in here with you. Isn't. There almost never is. So why does your body refuse to believe that? Why does a grown adult, safe behind a locked door, still feel watched the instant the lights go out? The answer is older than your language, older than your country, older than your species. For roughly 300,000 years, that exact feeling is the reason your ancestors lived long enough to have you. Let's go back. Not to a story, to a real place with a real name. Swartkrans, a cave in South Africa. In the 1960s, a paleontologist named C.K. Brain started digging there. He found bones, thousands of them, early human ancestors, small and upright. And he noticed something strange about their skulls. On one of them, a fossil now labeled SK54, there were 2 neat round holes in the back. 2 punctures, spaced perfectly apart. Brain did something simple. He took the lower jaw of a leopard and he fit its 2 long canine teeth into the holes. They matched, exactly. That early human had not been buried, it had been eaten. A leopard had clamped its jaws around the skull and carried the body up a tree, the way leopards still do today. The cave wasn't a home. For a long stretch of time, it was a feeding spot. Your ancestors weren't the hunters there. They were the food. And here's the part that reaches all the way to your dark bedroom tonight. Leopards hunt at night. So do lions. So do hyenas. So do the giant cats that no longer exist. For most of the time there have been creatures like you on this planet, the dark was not peaceful. The dark was when the things that ate you came out. Now think about what a body needs to survive that. You can't see well at night. Your eyes are built for daylight, for color, for detail in the sun. In darkness, you are nearly blind, and the predator is not. So evolution did not give you better night vision. It gave you something cheaper and far more powerful. It gave you fear that switches on the instant the light dies. Picture a single night 50,000 years ago. You are lying on the ground near a low fire. The flames are getting small. Around you, your family sleeps, children, an older woman, a few others. Beyond the firelight, there is a wall of total black. You cannot see into it, but you keep staring anyway. A twig snaps somewhere out there. Your heart slams, your breath stops, every muscle goes tight and ready. Was it the wind, a branch, or a pair of eyes that have been watching the fire shrink, waiting? You don't know, and that is exactly the point. Your brain has 2 ways to be wrong here. It can assume the sound is nothing and be right almost every time. Or it can assume the sound is a predator and be wrong almost every time. Now ask yourself which mistake costs more. If you assume nothing and you're wrong once, you die. There is no second mistake. If you assume danger and you're wrong 1,000 times, you just lose a little sleep. So evolution made the choice for you, long before you were born. It built a brain that would rather be scared 1,000 times for no reason than be calm the one time it shouldn't be. Scientists have a name for this wiring. They call it a hyperactive agency detection system. It's a tendency, studied by researchers like Justin Barrett and Stuart Guthrie, to assume that movement and sound in the dark are caused by some living thing, an agent with intentions, A shadow isn't just a shadow. Your brain insists someone is behind it. Most of the time, that's false. But the brains that played it safe are the ones that survived to pass that instinct down. Down through thousands of generations. Down to you. The fear you feel in a dark hallway is not a flaw. It is a finished, working survival tool, running in a world that no longer needs it. And it runs deep, deeper than thought. Deep inside your brain sits a small almond-shaped cluster called the amygdala. The neuroscientist Joseph LeDoux spent decades mapping how it works. He found that a frightening signal can reach the amygdala and trigger your body before the thinking part of your brain even understands what happened. That's why you flinch first and explain later. You jump at the dark shape on the chair and only afterward realize it's your own clothes. The junk came first. The reasoning came too slow to matter. In the Stone Age, those few saved seconds were the whole game. But your ancestors did something even cleverer than being afraid. They organized the fear. Anthropologists David Samson and Charlie Nunn studied the Hadza, a community in Tanzania who still sleep much the way humans did for ages, on the ground, in the open, no walls. They watched how the whole group slept across the night. And they found something remarkable. Almost never was every single person asleep at the same time. Someone was always stirring, an older person waking with light sleep, a young one drifting off late. At nearly every minute of the night, at least one pair of eyes was open. They called it the sentinel hypothesis. The idea that humans evolved to sleep in shifts by accident simply because different ages sleep differently. The group was never fully blind in the dark. There was always a guard, always someone watching the black. So when you wake at 3 in the morning for no reason, heart faintly racing, ears scanning the quiet house. That may not be insomnia. That may be an ancient shift rotation, still trying to take its turn on watch. And the fire? The fire mattered more than warmth. Light pushed the edge of the unknown back a few meters. It turned total blindness into a small circle you could defend. To this day, a flame in the dark calms you in a way a light bulb never quite does. Your body remembers what the fire was for. Now come back to tonight, back to your room. The door is locked. The walls are solid. There are no leopards in your city. Your conscious mind knows all of this perfectly. But the part of you that feels watched in the dark was not built by your conscious mind. It was built by every ancestor who lay near a dying fire and chose to stay alert. Every one of them who felt that prickle on the neck and looked and lived. The calm ones, the ones who shrugged and rolled over, are not your ancestors. They didn't get the chance to be. You are descended without exception from the nervous ones, the watchers, the ones who couldn't quite relax in the dark. So the next time the lights go out and your skin tightens and your eyes search the black for nothing, don't be embarrassed by it. That feeling is not weakness, it is not childish. It is 300,000 years of survival, still standing guard over a threat that, for you, is finally gone. You turn off the light. The room is the same room. But now you know who changed it. It was the watcher inside you, the one who has never, in all this time, fully believed that the dark is safe. And maybe, just for keeping you here, it has earned the right to keep watching.